Jose.
I noticed that there has been a lot of confusion surrounding Jamie Bauer and Jess Moloney breaking up, at least the timeline of events and when it actually happened. In this video, I will go over what we know and what the most plausible theories are to figure out when things ended for good. If you scroll through her Instagram, the last post you can see of her with Jamie, and it was in late 2023 when they went on that snowboarding trip. To clarify, I mean this is the last post where you can see her and him in the same picture, denoting that they were there at the same time. Keep that in mind for later. It also should be noted that though they were posted in early January of 2024, it is known that they were at this location together before New Year's, and possibly during New Year's with Jamie's parents, mostly because she was posting stories about it nonstop. There is speculation as to if she was even supposed to be posting about this trip or not, but like I said, only speculation. Now if you scroll up a bit from there, you will eventually find this post from June of 2024. However, it should be noted that these photos that she posted appear to be a mix of old and new photos, something that Jess was fond of doing, posting old photos as new. Between the point she posted these photos and the last photos of the snowboarding trip, Jamie had been ghosting her. However, the ghosting started long before then, just less of it. After an appearance with the two of them during YSL 2023, Jamie stopped going anywhere with Jess. He stopped taking her to conventions, events, and other vacations that he went on. It seemed for some time they had actually broken up until very late that year when they went on that snowboarding trip. But after that last set of photos, which does not include Jess and Jamie together in one picture, so it's hard to say if they were old at the time and recycled, or if she was even with him at that point. You will see no more posts on her account with Jamie in them. And that is starting in June of 2024. The whole year of 2024, Jamie was not seen with Jess anywhere. Not at events, not at conventions, not while traveling alone. He went out of his way to avoid speaking about her, and it was reported that eventually, at conventions, he had requested that no one ask him any questions about his relationship. By early 2025, he was spotted with Instagram influencer Elena Taber, and shortly after, that relationship became official when he was spotted with her at Wimbledon. Even though Jess is pretty obsessed with trying to convince people that she and Jamie still have a thing by posting bikini pictures of herself from the balcony of his Malibu home. In 2024, a day after her birthday, she posted this from the balcony of his home, some think in an attempt to make it look like she and him were still together. Even though it is theorized that in the reflection of her sunglasses you can see a tripod set up to capture this image and not Jamie, like everyone assumes she wants people to think. She also posted this picture in a story in mid-June of 2024 that Jamie obviously took himself, but though she tagged Jamie and the second guy in the photograph, Jamie never reposted it, even though the second guy did. This has led to speculation that, once again, it was an old photo being recycled as new, and Jamie was ignoring her, since if they were together he really wouldn't have had a reason not to repost this. So what is the actual date of their breakup? There are a few theories floating around, so I will break down what they currently are, but keep in mind, these are just theories and not facts, okay? The first theory is that they broke up at the end of 2023, or at least Jamie tried to break up with Jess at the end of 2023, but she refused to leave his house or leave him alone, which is entirely possible seeing as how even though they are officially broken up now, she won't leave his home, and he had to flee to another country to get her out of his life. The second theory is that they broke up in early 2024, around the time when Jess had her account go private for a few months and these pictures were posted. Shortly after posting these photos, she went public again. Then, of course, some people believe they actually broke up after these photos were posted, and he left the States to move to London in October or November of that year. Personally, I think whatever happened at YSL 2023 is what broke them up. The incident was bad enough, whatever it was, that it severed his ties with the company and he was not invited back again. Jess was also unfollowed by YSL, and it seems that this incident coincides heavily with him ditching her from his life as much as possible that entire year. Though I have my theories as to why he'd have stayed around her during that year, continued to live with her, and half-heartedly celebrated his birthday and the holidays with her in 2023, that is a video for another time. Still, due to the fact that Jamie wasn't public about the breakup, And it was pretty obvious that Jess was never going to admit it since Jamie is the one thing she ever had going for her. We probably will never know the real answer. At least not in my opinion, we won't.